Questions? Any questions? Thank you, Mayor. Yes.
Even with the Big Act campaign, we still have a number of people wondering what this is all about or fearful of the whole process. Given that's the case, or at least we've heard about that, do you understand that mentality of where they're coming from, and how do you overcome it more?
Well, yeah, Leon. Look, whenever you ask somebody personal information, there's, step back. People say, oh, why should I give you that? And so it's not an unnatural response. But that's why when we have community leaders across the spectrum, people who people trust, the NAACP, state legislators, the mayor, the Chamber of Commerce, the university, a congressman, we bring people together, and we'll continue to do this working with the Census, so that people who trust people will understand that, hey, if they're telling me it's important, if they're telling me it's confidential, and that at the end of the day, my child may get a better education, my parent may get better health care, I may be able to get to work on a more efficient transportation system, there may be more money for housing for me to realize an American dream, and the list goes on, that people need to hear this message continuously throughout the census process. So I'm not surprised, because personal information, to the extent that this is personal, is always something that people are reticent to do. But I think when they understand that it's about them and their families and their communities and the power that it means by simply taking 10 minutes to answer 10 questions that nobody's going to know how you answered, I think we'll get it across. But it's a constant job, and we need everybody. We need communities of faith to help us in this, in churches, synagogues, temples, mosques. We need, the business community to explain to their customers why, in fact, it's important. If we create a buzz, did you fill out the census form? If that becomes at happy hour part of the conversation, we'll be all right. Yes.
I will be working with the Census. I'll be visiting the people that have responded to the questionnaire. Some of them are responding to the political side, but they always have that fear. We need the revenue to be able to be sure that this information is not going to be used for educational purposes. And that's the main choice that we're going to have to have. That people do not respond, they have the fear that Congress will change the rules or the laws, and then it will be running away.
That's why I said very clearly at the beginning in English and then in Spanish, the census is confidential. Whether you are a United States Senator, whether you are a citizen, whether you are a legal permanent resident, or you are undocumented in the United States, the Constitution makes it very clear. All people residing within the United States are to be counted. It did not say all people at one time. It did not say all people of only certain colors. It did not say all people of status. It did not say only United States citizens, not legal permanent residents. It said all people must be counted. And so it is a constitutional mandate. It is also a constitutional guarantee. And so this cannot be used by immigration to find the information of someone and ultimately try to use it against them, as it cannot be used by anybody for income purposes, for tax purposes, for anything at all. And we must be people, leaders within the community, need to be advocates and verifiers of that. Councilman? Good morning.
Those that are in prison, in hospitals, in nursing homes, those will be counted with a special operation that is called group quotas. So the census will be going to those locations to enumerate everyone. Those that live in houses where they feel that because it is illegal housing and they did not receive a questionnaire directly, because there's only one questionnaire per household, they can definitely go to a be counted site. Those sites will be advertised. They will be located in places where they're going to be accessible to those locations where the response rate was very low in the year 2000.
What about the homeless people? I know the ones in the prison and other places are being found, but homeless people.
Same.
People who live in transit housing like Hawaii or Salvation Army.
They will be part of the group quarter operation. Those are the ones. Same thing. We have a night where we go out and we enumerate everyone that lives on targeted nonsense, not location.
Any other questions? If there are none, thank you very much for joining us, and make sure you're counted.